All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. This is episode number 7. Number 7. And it just keeps on going on and on and on and on to the break of dawn, of dawn, of dawn. Like Donkey Kong and on and on and on. Yeah, so today we're going to get into a couple things. And the main content, the main bulk of the content that's going to come from this video today is how important friendship is, how important the love and support and laugh and emotion and relationship and interaction with people who you love know well is, how important that is for your life. And the way that I do these podcasts, these episodes, is just I live my life and I kind of think of interesting ways in order to frame or have an interesting perspective on, or a deep perspective. I try to get introspective when it comes to my life and the things that I do in my experiences. So the reason why friendship topic came up is because, for one, relationships is a big part of life. Relationships is a very, very big part of life. And if you have good relationships, then one aspect, big aspect, part of your life is going to be good. Last night, I went over to my friend Andrew Capicetti's house and watched a UFC fight and was able to see some good friends that I haven't seen in a while and don't get to see very often. And then I started thinking about, man, I've known these guys for over 10 years. And I see myself interacting with people. The older I get, obviously, the more years that I know people. That's just the way that it goes with everybody. But the people that I still keep in touch with, there's many of them. I was writing some names down in my book, and I have like at least 10 friends that I've known for over 10 years. And that's really important. Something that Tai Lopez says, that if you can cultivate your life around people who you love and trust, and this is just, you don't need Tai Lopez to tell you this, but he did make a good point on it, that having people that you've known for a very, very long time is something that increases your life significantly. Excuse me. So we went over there, we were watching some fights, great fights, UFC fight night for free. Edson Barboza versus Kevin Lee was the main event. Frankie Edgar versus Cub Swanson was a co-main event. And just a really good fight card for a free fight card. And although Kevin Lee won, because I'm more of a Barboza fan than Kevin Lee, I just really like the way that Edson Barboza has stand up, and he's very exciting when it comes to his kicks. And he did a spinning heel kick and almost knocked Kevin Lee out, but Kevin Lee got him. Great wrestling, good pressure, good hands, and got the job done. But it's really important to have that type of engagement with your friends or family members, people that you love. Yeah, it's just it's important for your life. And again, focusing on gratitude is something that I try to do as often as possible on the daily. So going over there last night was a great experience. We had some drinks, we're hanging out, kicking it, talking shit. It was fun. The camaraderie that I was experiencing yesterday was just fantastic. So when you look at the people that you have around, and I've said this once and I'll say it again and I'll say it for the rest of my life, that you are who you hang around with. You are who you hang with. So look at the people in your life. Are they doing well? Are they not doing well? And then look at your life. Are you doing well? Are you not doing well? Well, if you answered you're not doing well, take a look at the people that are in your life, and you'll see that the people, your friends or your family members, they're not happy. If you're not doing well, chances are you're hanging around with people who are not doing well. And don't get me wrong, people have hard times in life. But when you have hard times in life, which is normal, it should come in spurts. So you're having a bad time in your life, whether it's a bad day or a bad month or a bad year. But people who are consistently struggling, lack discipline, lack focus, lack gratitude, lack enthusiasm for life, don't hang out with those people. Plain and simple. Don't hang out with them, or try to distance yourself as much as possible from them, because there's always an excuse. There's always something going on. And granted, there's some people who just got a really bad hand at life. Joe Rogan talks a lot about this. Just some people, man, they have a really bad hand at life. Not everybody's equal when it comes to their starting point in life. Say, for example, my life compared to Donald Trump's life or Donald Trump's children's life. They have a significant advantage when it comes to finances. Significant advantage. That's just one example. And if you compare my life to, say, somebody in Cambodia that was born in Cambodia, who's Cambodian. I'm Cambodian, but I am American. So I was born here. My dad was born here. My grandfather was born in Cambodia. So if you look at people who are, say, for example, in a third world country like Cambodia, they don't have the same opportunities as I have had growing up here. So this playing field, this experience of life is not equal. And it's important to recognize that if you have been dealt a good hand, a decent hand, the starting base point is health. Were you born healthy? Do you have your arms? Do you have your legs? Do you have your vision? Do you have your senses available to you? Well, that's a pretty damn good start. And if you have a roof over your head and you have food and water, clean water to drink, that's a pretty damn good start, okay? Now you just add in all the different qualities. When I look at my life, I don't know, and was talking with a friend about, I am so blessed to be gifted with so many different talents. Like, I could play the guitar, I could play the piano, I sing, I could rap. Depending on whether that's good, that's up for debate. But I can do it. I have good rhythm. Like, I can dance pretty decent. I can speak well. I'm educated. I'm decent looking. I'm pretty, for the most part, healthy. I go to the gym. I could I enjoy snowboarding. Pick that up real quick. Hand-eye coordination. Play sports, basketball, football, baseball. So many different things in my life that I've been blessed with. I mean, these things don't come hard for me, which I think is a gift, and then also could be a curse at the same time too. But I could do pretty much anything that I try, I can do, and that's just far beyond the baseline of being born healthy. So I'm really blessed, and doing these episodes is something that's very important to me, because sharing the idea of gratitude, of giving back, and being the person who is doing things in their life, so that you could attract people who are doing things in their lives, is very, very important, right? We talked about in the beginning that if you are not doing well, most likely your friends are not doing well as well. And that makes a whole lot of sense. But if you're not doing well, here's the thing. It's not your fucking friend's fault. It's your fault. You know, for the most part, it's not your friend's fault. It's your fault. You can decide. You are the driver of this vehicle. You are the person that's holding the remote control, and you're playing this game called life. Literally, you are controlling a experience. You are manifesting your experience. The stuff that you talk about, the stuff that you do, the stuff that you believe in is creating your life. And it's very important to have good people feeding into those vibes, feeding into that environment. But let's get one thing straight. It's your life. Take control of this bitch, all right? That's the main thing. Always. It's your life. You have control. You are in the driver's seat for the most part. For the most part, right? There's things that happen to us in life that we have no control over, but we have the control to act about that situation in whatever way possible. For example, that was kind of ambiguous, a little bit unclear. So, for example, if somebody runs up to you and just fucking kicks you in the nuts or punches you in the tit, you can, like, you didn't do anything. Somebody just came up to you and punched you. You can decide whether you're going to punch back or be like, hey, what the fuck? Why did you do that? The main theme here is you control the way that you respond to the things that hit you literally in life. So you're always in control. And having friends, having good people around you just adds to that environment. So I want to say that, you know, I'm very blessed to have known the people that I've known in my life, because when I think about it, they've all contributed, and they've all, like, whenever I hang around people, I take a little something that I like from their personality, whether it's the way that they laugh or the way that they smile or the way that they're confident, the way that they move about in their life. I take a little bit of bits and pieces of those aspects of their life that they're doing so well and incorporate it into my life. So I take a little bit from the relationship in a positive way. And then the negative stuff, because we're all have negative things about us as well. We're human, I don't judge it. I just let that be. Like, that's the way that they are. You have to give people that leeway, that they're not perfect. There's going to be some things about them that you just don't like. There's going to be some things about me that you just don't like. That's normal. We're human. So if you have good people around you, you're able to cultivate this personality of many different walks of life. Hear people's stories from many different walks of life. Get people's perspective from many different walks of life, and then gather that all in and perceive it, and then put that forward into your life with a new perception, a new perspective, which helps out your life become well-rounded, so that you become a well-rounded person. And that's very important. If you're around people that you love and who support you and keep it real with you, it makes life all the much more satisfying. I hope that you're hanging around and looking for reading, watching things that increase, hanging around people that increase your life. Those are my wishes for you. Those are my wishes for myself. So let's keep on rocking it. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next week. Peace.